pink cheesecake, a Baileys cheesecake to be exact. First things first, you need 300 grams of digestive biscuits. And what I'm going to do with these is break them up. And there's a quick way to do this. So take in a Ziploc or easy seal bag. This one's from good old IKEA. We're going to pop our biscuits into our bag. Retain your bowl because you're going to need it. Seal it nearly to the end. Don't seal it all the way. We want a little bit of air to escape. Then take in good old rolling pin into, so you've got it all broken into fine breadcrumbs. That should take a minute or two. You can of course use a food processor if you so wish. However, that's something else to clean and can't be bothered, so I'm doing it this way today. Once you have made your biscuits into breadcrumbs, as they have here, a word of warning, be careful not to hit your bag too hard, because what will happen is you will burst your bag. And then it will go everywhere, and you don't want that. So if you give it a little tap on your work surface, all the lumps will come to the top, as with everything. So once you've got it to your consistency that you desire, pop it into your bowl again. And then add to that 25 grams of cocoa powder, dark cocoa powder, and give it a mix. And you want to try and get it all incorporated. Now another way of doing this, which I don't have at this moment in time, is to use chocolate digestive biscuits. If you use chocolate digestives, then you won't need to do this part. So just keep going until it's all nicely combined. Get yourself 150 grams of butter or margarine of choice. And we're going to melt this in the microwave in 30-second bursts until you have the desired melted texture without having it burn. So I'll be back when I've done that. My butter took about a minute to actually melt to the desired consistency, and I'm going to pour that into my bowl along with my digestive biscuits and my cocoa powder. And I'm going to mix this until I can't see the butter anymore. We're going to tip it into a prepared 8cm round tin that has a springform base to it so that you can push it out. Now I've lined mine with a bit of baking parchment just to make it easier to get out. We're going to tip that in, but we want a nice thick base on this. And then we're going to take a spatula and push it down hard. We need it to be really compact for this to work. If you don't make this fairly tight and compact, it will fall to pieces when you take it out of the tin. Set it to one side in the fridge while we prepare our filling. Our filling couldn't be easier. We've got 500 grams of mascarpone cheese, or mascarpone. There we go, mascarpone cheese. It's basically 2 tubs, Marks and Spencer's tubs, I've got to say. So pop this into your mixer. You can use full fat cream cheese if you can't get hold of mascarpone. Please don't use, as I once did many years ago, the light version. It won't work. To this, I'm going to add 100 grams of icing sugar that I've sifted. And you know my track record with icing sugar, so hold your breath please, people. So we're going to pop this down and we're going to mix until it's smooth. As I said, you know my track record with icing sugar, and it hasn't failed on this occasion. I'm going to do slow bursts until it looks okay, and then we'll speed it up. So we want it lovely and smooth. What I will say is, if you don't sieve the icing sugar, you could find that this will take some time to get smooth. And then we're going to add to this 200 mils of double cream, all in, and 125 mils of Baileys. Straight in, guys. And then slowly does it to start off with. Give it a chance, because it will go everywhere. Now please keep an eye on this, it will get quite thick quite quick. Okay, I'm going to pop this into my biscuit base. So there's my base. I'll just take my whisk off. That's for the cup. Now I'm going to place all of my mixture, or as much as I can, into my ready prepared base. So in it goes. I'm not going to do it all at once. I have a good idea that this isn't all going to fit in here, but we'll give it a whirl. I want it right to the edge. Then when you get to this stage where it's more or less done, just take a palette knife and take it from one side, oops, to the other. To ensure it's as even as it possibly can be. There you go. And then that needs to go in your fridge for a minimum of 6 hours, really. What do I do with the leftovers, you say? Because I do have a bit of leftover. Well, here we go. 1 digestive per glass. And we're going to break it up into the bottom of the glass. In this instance, we don't need any butter in this. We're just aiming to make a layer. Closely followed by, now you can pipe this if you so wish. Please don't feel you can't, because you can. I'm just going for the easy option. Surprise, surprise. And I'm going to take some of my mascarpone cream and pop it in here. About 2 dessert spoons should do it. And we're going to spread it around as evenly as we can and as cleanly as we can. There we go. And we're going to tap it down, because that's what helps it go down. There's one. And I'm going to continue in this vein until I've used the leftover stuff. To finish this off, all I did was add a crumbled twirl to the top of the cheesecake and to the smaller ones that are done as single servings. Enjoy!